Hey everybody, this is Pastor Josh. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and give you some brief updates today. As many of you have already heard, the Wisconsin Supreme Court has struck down the stay-at-home or safer-at-home orders that the governor and other people have put in place for us. There has been no real, from what I understand, at least right now, there's no stay of any of the conditions or regulations put on that. And so, folks, we find ourselves again in kind of a weird and awkward place, if you will. Last night and even this morning, as I've been going through some social media feeds and stuff, my account just seems to be blowing up with opinions on both sides. I've got people who are just ecstatic and can't believe it took this long to get here and be able to go back to what they consider sort of a state of normalcy. And I've got other people that are very worried, that are disappointed with this decision. And so, folks, right now, right in the midst of this, I just want to remind us that God is good, that God is in control. And believe me, I understand as best that I'm able to both sides of those arguments. So right now, as we look and try to figure out how we are going to navigate this situation, I've tried to take a very middle of the road approach. I don't really think it's in our best interest to just jump back in and just because the regulations have been lifted that we go back to normal worship services this week. But I also don't believe that we're going to put off service or in-person services indefinitely until some vaccine or some other medication or something is available for people. And so, folks, I'm going to just ask you all to be in prayer today and throughout this week as we consider what's best for us as individuals and as a church and as a community. And so please know that I am going to be in contact with both of the administrative boards of both churches. I would like to have a kind of a charged discussion on how we think it's best to proceed. And it may be that both churches choose to do things a little bit differently, but that will be fine. But I think it will be a useful discussion for us to have as a charge of churches and to make the best informed decisions that we can. And I guess one other word on this is that it's kind of been my personal belief that people need to take personal responsibility for their decisions, and they need to be discernful, prayerful decisions about how we're going to go forward. Our founder of our Methodist movement has this famous quote, which I'm sure all of you are aware of, but John Wesley said, "Do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can." And so, folks, again, I think the Supreme Court decision has created a bit of confusion and chaos for us here. It's left us without a lot of structure to go by. And on one hand, that's perhaps good because it allows us to make some decisions, but I do believe that we need to be thinking about how we can do good. And another one of John Wesley's precepts was to do no harm. And so we do have to be diligent and careful about taking care of those, and then that includes those people that are most vulnerable in our churches and in our communities. So, folks, I hope that this video will give you a place to have a discussion, to feel like this is a safe place to put in your comments, your concerns. Please know that through today and throughout the rest of the week, my email, my phone, and everything is open to you. So if you feel the need to talk, about anything, I'm here. Please feel free to call me and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you're struggling. Let me know if everything's going great. Whatever it is, please know that I'm here for you, that I'm praying for us, for all of us as we go through. I would also encourage you today, even though many businesses and things are open again, um, please, people, just use your very best judgment and discernment about how to begin going back to a state of normalcy for yourself and for your family life. I'm by no means a medical expert, but if you've spent a lot of time maintaining the social distancing, and your social circles have been very, very small, just know that in some ways our immune systems may be reduced because we don't have the interaction with each other's germs and different things, and so we may see a rise in sicknesses, not necessarily coronavirus, but again, just because we've been isolated for so long. And so, folks, well, it is your right to go out and to do things, to go and attend places of business that are open. Just please make sure that you're making the best decision for yourself, for your family. And again, I would encourage us to have a larger perspective about how to take care of the greater population as well. I'm sorry if this is a bit scattered. I didn't have any notes, but just kind of felt the Spirit nudge me to talk to you today. As I said, with our discussions with the ad board, I still think it probably in our best interest to do some bit of phasing as we look to gather again in person in our churches and in our services. But I will be in contact with the ad boards. We will make some of those decisions. And again, if we decide to gather in person for services sooner than I expect, if we meet this week or next week, whatever it is, again, I really believe that it's people's personal responsibility and common sense to do the very best that they can for themselves. And so if you choose to come to church and you need personal protective equipment, know that you would be responsible for that. Again, the churches will go through and we will do what we can to provide certain necessities and different things going forward. But again, I just can't stress enough the personal responsibility that I believe people need to take in this. And then two, if you don't feel that it's safe or in your best interest to come to church or to go out, please know that I respect that, and that I will support your decision in doing that. And so I would just like to know, just so that I can stay connected with you, and that we can find ways for you to engage with us. I think we can have the best of both worlds. I believe that for those people that want to come, I believe we can create a set of circumstances in a situation where that is safe and beneficial, and also stay connected with those who make the decision to continue to either follow a phasing structure, or who choose to remain distanced for health reasons. Again, I believe we can really create a win-win situation through this. And so please don't be shy. I just would like to know where you stand either way, so that as we move forward, we can make the best decisions, and we can look for those opportunities to do both. So friends, I hope this has been insightful. Again, I hope that you'll feel comfortable and safe to begin having a discussion, to let us know if you have any concerns. And again, in the midst of all of this, let us just remember where our focus lies, and our focus needs to be on God as we go through this, and remembering that God is in control, that God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. So friends, God bless you. I hope you have an amazing day. As I said, if you need anything, I'm here. Don't hesitate to get a hold of me, talk to me, email me, text me, whatever it is. All right, you guys. God bless. Great day.